Hey guys, this is the Lego Detective, and today we're going to be doing another deck profile. So this is going to be on my Yu-Gi-Oh! God Rage deck. That's just what I call it. I think that is a really great deck. I've used it a lot. It's kind of like a beat stick deck, if you know what I mean. Um, so it's a really great deck. It's a bit random. It's basically a mix of the God cards, Pendulum Magicians, and the gadgets, but I will explain everything once I get to it. So first, let's start off with the cards. Of course, we have to have Obelisk the Tormentor. That sounded a bit weird. Slifer the Sky Dragon and the Winged Dragon of Ra. So that was like my suckish Merrick voice, but so yeah, this is actually the Phoenix mode. I am using OCG. It You don't need this, but it's good in a chance that Ra is destroyed and you don't take any damage if Ra is destroyed. Then you can. It's just a really great effect for getting back this card when Ra is destroyed, getting back this card, getting out Sphere mode, and getting Ra back on the board, which I think that that's really good. Next we have Herakti, the creator god of light, Herakti. Yes, I know this is a OCG card again, but I thought that it was really good, so I decided to put it in here. So now we don't really need those cards. You could probably swap those out for some other traps or whatever. So now we have Dragon Pit Magician. Three of those, two Dragon Pulse, two Oath Dragon, and two Perform Plus Skull Crobat Joker. And I'm gonna explain the consistency of this deck. This deck really gets out of hand. You can deck out with it easily, but you're probably gonna wipe out your opponents because it's so easy to get the gods out. But I will explain the different combos and stuff. We do have three yellow gadget, three red gadget, three green gadget, one the tricky, and that rounds it up for our monsters. We have a lot of monsters. Um, but the monsters are well worth it. Next for spells, we have one Heart of the Underdog, one MST, one Lighten the Load, two Pot of Duality, two Monster Reincarnation, uh, one Swords Revealing Light, one Tricky Spell 4 for that Tricky. I'm actually just gonna move that. There we go. One Regeki, two Mirror Force, one Call the Haunted, one Bottomless, and two Magic Cylinder. I'm just gonna swap that there. Okay. So now I'll explain everything. So it doesn't matter what scales you set with the pendulum monsters, but as long as you have a set scale of pendulum, this is what you do. So the gadgets have an effect. This is just yellow gadget's effect. When this card is normal or special summon, you can add a green gadget from your deck to your hand. For red, it's add a yellow gadget. For green, it's add a red. So if you get, like, let's say yellow gadget, you can special summon it. If you normal summon it, then take a green gadget, and then next turn pendulum summon your green gadget, take a red gadget. Probably the odds of getting these are a lot. You're probably gonna get one of the gadgets here. So if you get one of the gadgets, if you get multiple, if you special summon, let's say yellow gadget and red gadget, like special like pendulum summon, that means you'll be taking a yellow gadget and a green gadget to your hand. And next turn you can pendulum summon those. Don't forget that with the pendulum monsters, since there aren't any Xyz monsters in this deck, just to keep the consistency out, lots of monsters out, stuff like that. Um, So it doesn't matter what set of pendulum monsters you have, but even if one of them is destroyed, they go to the extra deck. So if you reset the scales, you can just pendulum summon them. There was one time when I had Obelisk, Slifer, and Ra on the field. There was one time when I actually got Phoenix mode out. There was one time when I actually got Herakti out, but I was dueling my brother, and my brother is kind of a sore loser, so he quits a lot of his duels when I duel him. Uh, so yeah. There was one time when I was about to win, my opponent had 2,500 life points, and I had Slifer and Ra, and they had no monsters, but I had 100. Well, sorry, I had 4,300 life points, and then I paid 4,200 to get Ra, and then my opponent found a way to do some sort of effect damage, and they got me. I really should have maybe included some of the magicians, like sorry, not the magicians, like the clowns, like damage juggler or something like that. Maybe I'll swap it out for some of, I don't know, some of these cards. I don't know which ones. The tricky I have in here, tricky spell 4. And yeah, that is my God Rage deck. I am definitely excited to make this in real life. Of course, no Herakti, because that will cost like 200, $300, almost $1,000. And Winged Dragon of Ra is an OCG card, and so is Herakti. But so I can't use that. But I definitely look forward to making this deck in real life. All I really need is some of the spells and traps. I need Monster Reincarnation, Pot of Duality, Regeki. Then I need Bottomless, Call of the Haunted, Mirror Force, Magic Cylinder, the Gods, of course, and another set of the gadgets. I have two of each of the gadgets. But yeah, that is my deck profile for my God Rage deck. I hope you like this, and yeah, bye.